Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be talking about space, but it's still going to be under news and politics. And reason why is heads up. A Chinese rocket that might be out of control is hurtling back to the Earth. What should you know? A section of a large Chinese rocket is falling back to Earth and is expected to hit sometime Saturday. Where will it land? Question mark. That's a very good question. Um, Section of a large Chinese rocket is falling back to Earth and is expected to crash sometime Sunday. It could strike a inhabited area, experts warn. Where will it hit? It cannot be pinpointed until within hours of its re-entry, the Pentagon said in a statement this week. U.S. officials are watching the rocket trajectory. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin is aware and he knows that the Space Command is literally tracking this rocket debris. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said, "Here's what you should know. A Long March 5B rocket carrying a module for the Chinese space station lifts off from the Wenchang spacecraft launch site in Wenchang in southern China, Hainan Province, the central rocket segment that launched a 22.5-ton core of China's newest space station into orbit, is expected to plunge back to Earth as early as Saturday. Did China launch a rocket? Yes, they did. Yes, the Long March 5B rocket carrying China's Tahi Tianhe Space Station core module lifted off from the Wenchang Space Launch Center in southern on April 29th, known as the Heavenly Harmony. The space station will be China's first to host astronauts long term. China plans 10 more launches to carry additional parts of space station into orbit. I cannot wait until we start actually mining asteroids. It'll make this process so much cheaper. Is China rocket falling to Earth? Yes, and it's potentially not good, Jonathan McDonald. A astropos. Now I'm going to totally slaughter this word. Astrophysics, or astrophysics, there we go, at the Astrophysics Center at Harvard University told The Guardian. Usually discarded core rockets, or the first stage rockets, plunge into the sea soon after liftoff, and they don't go into orbit like this one did. Oops. China's space agency has yet to say whether the core stage of the huge rocket is being controlled. And it kind of shows a picture of it. The good old Chinese flag. Oh man, that really is a big rocket. Where will the Chinese rocket land? Nobody knows for sure. McDonald told CNN that pinpoint where the debris could be headed is almost impossible because the speed of the rocket is traveling. Even a slight change in circumstance drastically change the trajectory. Yeah, when you're dealing with long distances like that, even if you're off 1 degree, you could throw it off by hundreds of miles. The debris will be dragged towards the Earth by increasing collision with the molecules and in the Earth's atmosphere, Space News said. One group has made a prediction. However, the nonprofit Aeroscape Corp expects the debris to hit in the Pacific Ocean near the equator after passing over the eastern U.S. cities. Its orbit covers a swath of the planet of New Zealand to Newfoundland or Foundland. And it kind of shows graphs, which actually means nothing to me. Rocket speed. I guess it's going to drop, and as it enters the Earth, it's going to start speeding back up. How big is the Chinese rocket that's falling to Earth? 363 feet. Man, this is really in-depth article. So we got the a city bus, a 6 foot tall man, Statue of Liberty, the Long March 5B, Falcon Heavy, Saturn V. So it's not really that big compared to the Saturn V. It's roughly 100 feet long and would be among the biggest pieces of space debris to fall to Earth. It's almost the body of the rocket, as I understand it, almost intact coming down, Kirby said. The newspaper Global Times, published by the Chinese Communist Party, said that the stage thin skin aluminum alloy will easily burn up in the atmosphere and that the risk to people on the surface is extremely remote. I guess that depends on how it comes in. I guess if it comes on a belly flop, I could see that happen, but if it kind of comes down, cone down, might have some aerodynamics, which may cause some cooling effect. Maybe, I don't know. Just speculation. Last year, as a part of the Chinese rocket, one of the largest pieces of uncontrolled space debris passed directly over Los Angeles and Central Park in New York before landing in the Atlantic Ocean, CNN says. The 18-ton rocket that fell last May was the heaviest debris to fall uncontrolled since the Soviet space station Salyut 7 in 1991. China's first space station, Tiangong 1, crashed into the Pacific Ocean in 2016 after Beijing confirmed that it lost control. And in 2019, the space agency controlled the demolition of its second station, Tiangong 2, in the atmosphere, contributing the Associated Press, published 11:37 a.m. CDT time May 16, 2021, updated 3:39 p.m. CDC May 10, 6, 2021. Yeah, it's going to be an issue moving forward. There's like so much crap floating around our orbit that we're going to have to start cleaning it up. And this is just another example of how much stuff that's there. Um, I don't really predict that anybody's going to get hurt over this from the debris. I think most of it's going to burn up and it's probably going to land in the ocean. I mean, the ocean covers almost most of the Earth. So it's a pretty good guess. Now, which one it's going to go, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out Sunday or Monday where it landed. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button on all platforms. And have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.